Hello everyone, it's Moses here. In this video, I'm going to draw your attention to the payroll form. There are a couple of details that I did not mention in the previous video, which I think are very important. Let's go to the payroll. So if you remember, when you're here on this form, you have to follow the steps that are here. Alright, so a couple of things. When you run the payroll, let's do that. And you select the person, you do that. Let's put the NAPS, let's say NAP size 4%, and then let's put to be that 0%. That select the band, and when you say calculate, you will notice that the addition has not yet been done, so you can click again and then you have the correct number. So that one is important to remember. If you want to calculate the NAPSA, you can also click on this. So there's a calculation for NAPSA here, and the calculation for NAPSA also can be done here. So if you do that, you see that there's no number that is showing, but when you come here, you notice that the number shows up. So if you click again, you have the correct calculation. Alright, so just keep that in mind. The other thing that you need to keep in mind is that the deductions that happens here as follows. So the net pay is not subtracted from the amount that is available in your account. We are subtracting the gross pay from there, because these deductions are for this number here. So we're trying to get this number, chop it into some small details that are required, and then this is what we have after doing those deductions. So this is what we're going to pay the person, but this is the initial amount. So we are subtracting this from there. So that's what I wanted to mention. So when you're done, you can check that, and then you can click save. Alright, so once you are done, you can come on this button here, click on it, and this form is going to pop up. So the last transaction that we did is number 7, which is this one here. That's the last transaction we did. And a couple of information that I think is important for us to know. So when you're here, you'll see that you have these check boxes here. This one is checked already because the person has already been paid. But there are some things that you're supposed to do when you've paid somebody. For example, NEMA, you'll be expected to submit some funds to NEMA. So for this person, you know that you are submitting 5, which is 5 kwacha, and depends with your currency. In Zambia, we use kwacha, so this will be 5 kwacha. And then when you have done that, you come back and check this, say paid. Same applies to NAPSA. And when you have paid the 27 kwacha, then you can come back and check this to paid. It's very important for you to do this so that your records are matching with all the things that you're doing. And if the person that you are dealing with is having the income that is taxable, you're going to have a number here. So same thing, when you have paid the tax to the authorities, then you can come back and check that. Okay, so when you come down here, let me do this. you have these numbers here. So what these numbers represent, they are the first one here is an addition of this information that you have here. So all the total contributions that are showing up on this form are going to be added up to uh, and the number that will show up here will be the sum of those numbers. And the total tax deduction is all the total tax deductions um, appearing on the form. They're going to be added up and the numbers going to show up here. Same applies to the total deductions. So when on this form, this section here, the total deductions amount to 33. So on this one, the total deductions amount to 25 because uh, total contribution plus 0 is going to give you that. 33 plus 0 is going to give you that. So uh, you add this and then you add that. What you end up is this number here, so 58. So that's what is going on there. If you want to check the receipt, you can click on this button here, and the payslip or the receipt is going to show up. So this is what we have here. Okay, it's a very simple one. If you have any questions, you are feel free to ask those questions.